Good morning, my dear students. We were discussing about cash flow statement. So we know what is the meaning of cash flow statement. It is a third important financial statement which informs about the cash inflow and cash outflow of an enterprise. Okay, we were in this cash flow statement we have important three activities, that is operating activities, investing activities and financing activities. So under this we were discussing about the operating activities which an enterprise can take up under two different methods, that is they can be calculated with the help of direct method or they can be calculated with the help of indirect method. We have done with the direct method procedure and yesterday we have done with one more sum under indirect method. To calculate under indirect method, as I said earlier, we have to consider the important three things. So to calculate indirect method, we need the net profit. Okay, then we'll go with the second one, that is all the expenses has to be added back to the net profit and all the incomes has to be deducted from that net profit. And the third one is about the changes in the current asset and current liability. This is more important. Students, please keep it in mind, these two sentences, that is increase in current asset and decrease in current liability are to be deducted. Current assets alli increase agidre hage current liabilities alli decrease agidre adanna add ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Whereas increase in current liability and decrease in current assets are to be added up. That is current liabilities alli increase agidre and current asset alli decrease agidre naven ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನ add ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. This is more important because the next problems will be based on these activities. Let us go with the next illustration, that is illustration 2. Excel Limited earned a net profit of rupees 4 lakh for the year ended 31st March 2018. Depreciation charged on the fixed assets during the year was rupees 1 lakh. There was a loss of rupees 40,000 on the sale of old machinery which was transferred to statement of profit and loss. During the year, inventories were decreased by 50,000 and other current liabilities were decreased by 30,000. Compute the cash flow from operating activities by indirect method. Now what are the information given? So we require to calculate under indirect method. First information we required about net profit. We required about net profit. Second is about expenses has to be added back and incomes has to be deducted from the net profit. We have to check whether those information are given. Basically expenses in the sense they give about the depreciation or goodwill. Most of the time they will give about depreciation only. And is there any loss? If there is any loss on the sale of machinery assets, that has to be added back. If there is a profit, then we have to deduct that amount from the net profit. Then we have to check about the increase in current asset and decrease in current asset, increase in current liability and decrease in current liabilities. Now let us go one by one. Okay, I have written Excel Limited cash flow statement for the year ending 31st March 2018. Now what is the first information that we require to calculate the sum? We require net profit. Have they given net profit? Yes, they had given. They said Excel Company Limited earned a net profit of rupees 4 lakh for the year ended 31st March 2018. That means they had given net profit in the sum which we required here. I have specified here net profit 4 lakh rupees. What is the next information? They said depreciation charged on the fixed asset during the year was 1 lakh rupees. Depreciation is nothing but we consider it as an expense, okay, or loss. Okay, what we have to do with the expenses? We have to add it back to the net profit. So I had taken the adjustment as depreciation and depreciation 1 lakh rupees. Clear? So depreciation is an expense or loss, that is what we have to add it back to the net profit. So depreciation has to be added back to the net profit. Next, what is given? They said, there was a loss of rupees 40,000 on the sale of old machinery which was transferred to profit and loss account. So what the company has done, they have sold a machinery but they got a loss amount 40,000. Maybe the amount was more, ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಹಣ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ, 40,000 ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. There is a loss on sale of machinery. So again, expenses or losses has to be added back to the net profit. So I have specified here, loss on sale of machinery has 40,000 has to be added back to the net profit. So asset ಅನ್ನ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಯಾವುದು ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಮಿಷನರಿಯನ್ನು, 40,000 ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಸೊ ಲಾಸಸ್ ಆರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ನೆಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಲಾಸ್ ಆನ್ ಸೇಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಷಿನರಿ 40,000 ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ನೆಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟಿಗೆ ಅಡಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ 3 information got over. What is the next one? During the year, inventories were, here it is, during the year, inventories were decreased by 50,000. What do you mean by inventory? So inventory ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಸೆಟ್ ಸೈಡಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ವಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಸೆಟಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು, ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಆ್ಯಡೆಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ದ ನೆಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕೂಡ ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್? ಸೊ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಸೆಟ್. ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ನಾವು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ರಿಟನ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ಇನ್ವೆಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ 50,000 ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಆ್ಯಡಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಟು ದ net profit 50,000. So I have specified here 50,000 has to be added back. What is the next one? They said other current liabilities were decreased by 30,000. This is current liability they had given. ಏನಾಗಿದೆ current liability ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ 30,000. So decrease in current liabilities has to be deducted from the net profit. So I have specified 30,000 over here. So here we have completed with all the information. That is, we have specified about net profit, that is 40,000. We have specified about depreciation, that is expenses or loss has to be added back. So depreciation anna add madideve. Next they said there was a loss of 40,000 on the sale of machinery. Loss of sale of machinery 40,000 ide, loss agide. That means loss anna ನಾವು net profit ಗೆ add ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. So we have added back 40,000 rupees. And they said during the year inventories were decreased by 50,000. Decrease in current asset has to be added back. 50,000 ಅನ್ನು add ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. Then other current liabilities were again decreased by 30,000. Current liabilities ಅಲ್ಲಿ decrease ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು add ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. So we have specified 30,000 here. So minus ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. Now take the total. 4 lakh plus 1 lakh plus 40,000 plus 50,000, you will get 5,90,000. Out of 5,90,000 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, 30,000 ಅನ್ನು ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ 5,60,000 ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಆಪರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್. ನಾವು ಯಾಕೆ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಆಪರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ. 5,90,000 ಇಸ್ ಮೋರ್. 5,90,000 ಇಂದ ನಾವು 30,000 ಅನ್ನು ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಲೆಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್, ಡಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿರುವ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋ. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಮೈನಸ್ ಏನು ತೋರಿಸ್ತದೆ, ಅದರ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ದು ಅಡಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಲೈಕ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಔಟ್ಫ್ಲೋ. ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ಸಿಂದ ಹಣ ಹೋಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ನಾವು ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೋರ್. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೈ ವಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಅನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋ ಫಾರ್ ಆಪರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ.